everyone and welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten and today is going to be a Flosstube update, I guess. I was thinking that it might be kind of fun to go through my first round of March Stitchy Madness and see who won and go show which projects are going to be stitched in this next week, at least for the next 4 days, before I start stitching on them again. So first up, I stitched on a project before Madness even started, and so I wanted to show you that project. Okay. So in the one day that I stitched before Madness, I pulled out Lugana by Awesome Pattern Studio, and I don't think I posted it on Instagram, so I need to. But on February 28th, I did 337 stitches. I had 2,044 stitches left in the pattern when I started it on that day, and so I have 1,707 stitches left, and I have an Epic Journey saved for this one, which is 1,931 stitches. And let me see, which one is that? It is the Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Oh, yeah. Yep. And I am stitching it on 16 count Fog by Picture This Plus, and that's what it's looking like. I want to work on it again soon, so I'm leaving it in the hoop because I'd like to get it finished. I haven't mentioned it in a while because I have not been good at working on these projects. I currently have 3 going, but what I'm doing is I'm wanting to make a quilt out of places that I've been, so I'm stitching these places, and I have one completed, and it's Washington DC. It's I did Pretty Little Washington DC by Satsuma Street, and the rest of my cities are from Awesome Pattern Studio, or places, or whatever. So if I get this one done, this will be my second one done, and I have a lot more to do, so I would like to start like cranking them out. Okay, so then I had March Madness, and I did every odd day was a work in progress, and every even day was a new start. So the 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th were whips, and the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 8th were new starts. So first up, I had a work in progress of Augusta National by Awesome Pattern Studio. This is a full coverage piece that I am doing for my husband. My goal for the year is to get to 50%. I am currently at, I'm losing all of my things. I am currently at 29.46%, and I have 6,162 stitches left until I get to 50%. So here is what it's looking like. I think I mentioned this in the last video, I was kind of like getting over this green and just greens in general. So I think I worked on this green, I think. When I worked on it last. And this one went up against a new start from Modern Folk Embroidery called Light a Single Candle. And it says it's better to light a single candle than to curse the darkness. That scared me so bad. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's nothing. I am stitching this on 16 count French Country Aida with Roxy Floss Milkshake. And that's what it's looking like. I did all of this when I started it, and I stitched 711 stitches. I am at 34.87%, and this one won my bracket, so I need to pull this out today. Or won this round of my bracket, so I need to pull this out today. There you go. And I was just doing what fit in my hoop, as you can see. So I'll probably move my hoop up and do the rest of this band right here. I'm gonna set this aside. Okay, and then after that, my work in progress was Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. Here's what it'll look like. Before I pulled this out for the bracket, I had not worked on it since I started it, basically. So what I did was this star, I started the siding of the house, I did this little star, and then I came down and did a little bit of this because it was the same color as this, and I didn't want to put that color away yet because I had some left. So I am doing mostly the DMC conversion that is listed on the back, except for the house. I have the correct siding color and I have the roof color, and then there's one DMC that I could not find, and so I have an anchor floss for it instead. And this project went up against my March ornament, which is Gingerbread House Too Small. And this is that pattern. It is by Shannon Christine Designs, and if you would like to stitch it, you can go find it on her Instagram or on her Facebook group. I am stitching all of these on 14 count antique brown perforated paper with the called for DMC, and here is where I got to on that. Cinnamon Stars won the bracket, so this will be going away until I have a winner of my bracket, and then I will probably finish this and then work on my winner of the bracket, just to stay on track with these. And then next up for my work in progress, oh my gosh, okay. Next up for my work in progress was Mini Enchanted Christmas Reindeer, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is done by Donna Gelsinger. My goal for this project is to get to 10% this year. When I stitched on this last, I did not write it down. I only did 99 stitches when I worked on it last. Actually, let me just write this down or else. Okay. When I stitched on this last, I only stitched 900 stitches on it. It was a rough day for me, and I don't want to get emotional about this. I don't know why I am, because I've already cried about it. But my daughter has a flat spot that we can't fix with therapy anymore, and so we need to go take her to get fit for a helmet. And I think the only thing that kind of freaks me out is that she's almost 8 months old, and so I think I'm worried that it's going to be for nothing. Anyway, so the day that I was set to work on this was her last physical therapy appointment, where they said that they want to get a referral from her pediatrician to go get a helmet. And then I don't think she wanted to take a nap that day. She had a rough night the day before, she had a rough day, she had a rough night that night, and so when it finally was time for me to sit down and stitch, I just didn't want to, but I wanted to, but I didn't want to, and it was just a rough day for me. So I only stitched 99 stitches, which puts me at 7.84% complete. I'm stitching it with the called for DMC on 25 count Pewter Lugana. And what I decided to do is essentially use the typewriter method for picking how I fill in the rest of this page. So I finished all of the confetti stitches that were in here, and now I am on the horns. Horns. Now I'm on the antlers of the reindeer. And so I was working with all of the browns that started like up here. So that's where I'm at. I also need to find a different way to store my floss with this project. I just have the skeins just randomly in here, but I like being able to go by number, so I think I might end up putting all of these skeins on floss drops for this project. That went up against a new start of Housework Never Killed Anyone, but Why Take a Chance? Or Housework Never Killed Anyone by Lizzie Kate. And it says, Housework never killed anyone, but why take a chance? I have already stitched this once, but I mentioned it in my last video that I wanted to stitch it to match my house's colors. And so I am doing a Forbidden Fiber Co. floss conversion that I did all by myself. And I am doing it in blues. And then Inkwell, which is a really, I would compare it to $37.99 of DMC. So that's my conversion. I'm stitching it on 18 count Silver Moon. That's where I got to on my new start. And Mini Enchanted Christmas Reindeer 1. So, do I need to take that out of the hoop? Probably. And then my next work in progress was the Moonshine Cabin by Modern Folk Embroidery. It was a collaboration with Modern Folk Embroidery, Roxy Floss, and Evertote. And here's what it will look like when it's all done. I'm stitching it with the Roxy Floss, called for Roxy Floss. The only thing I'm not using called for is the fabric. And I'm stitching it on 16 count Midnight Gray Aida. And that's where I got to. My goal for this year is to finish the cabin. So I worked more on the paneling of the cabin, and currently this project is winning on my poll. And it went up against, it's going up right now, against A New Start from Summer House Stitchworks. Hold on just a second. I made a working copy. Oh, okay. I made a working copy so that I could mark on it a little bit better. So this is Spring Awakens by Summer House Stitchworks. I am doing my own, well, I'm not doing my own conversion. I swapped out one color. And I will show you in a second. So I'm stitching this on 16 count Fog by Picture This Plus. I'm just realizing that I don't think Lahaina is being stitched on Fog. It's fine. 16 count Fog with two of the three colors being the called for DMC. The one that I switched out is the pink color. When I pulled the called for color, it was too peachy for what I wanted. So I swapped it out for DMC 20 because it was just a little bit more pink. And I thought it matched a little bit better the cover photo. So, or it just matched how pink it looks on the cover photo. So that's what I did. Just got a very small start on it, but small start is better than no start. And so that's what I have worked on recently. I need to put the labels of my new starts up on my board. And yeah, I'm excited to see what wins my bracket. If you want to go vote, I did put up one of my polls on YouTube, but I forget to do it. Honestly, I almost forget to put them up on Instagram. So if you are interested in voting and you have an Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. It is at 23 Flavors of Stitching. It's linked in, or I have it listed in the description box below. And yeah, so today I am going to be working on Light a Single Candle. It is date night, and we're gonna go see Dune 2 for date night. So I don't know just how much stitching I'll be able to get done, but I will at least put one stitch into Light a Single Candle. And yeah, we only have 7 days, technically 6 days, until we know who the winner is. So I'm excited. It'll be fun. I think that's it. Oh, last thing, I got a new color of shirt from my Printify shop. I actually got 2, but one of them is dirty because my daughter spit up on it. So I wanted to show you this really light blue. This is a small. I really like them. The other one that I got is cream, and I didn't feel like it was see-through at all, so I really like these. I'm wearing them more and more. So if you want to go check the Printify shop out to get a shirt, it's linked in my link tree in the description box. And yeah, I think that's it. So 22 minutes, not too bad. I hope you remember that someone always needs you, and I will see you next time. Bye.